Hi. In this tutorial, I will cover the very first step of logging in as a MobileUO user. Once you have set up the shard on MobileUO, you can proceed to create your account. Simply enter your account name and password. The account will be created automatically, and you will be taken to the character customization screen. Once you have customized your character, you will need to choose the skills you want to start within this dangerous yet exciting world. Since I am familiar with the game, I prefer to choose my skills using the custom section. You can also choose your stats here. I recommend giving strength some attention as it increases your HP. Next, you will need to select the city where you want to spawn. Britain is the most common choice and is well known by players of Ultima Online. It is also the starting point for many player houses and vendors. You can see my character, Memory, being teleported into a small jungle where I begin configuring MobileUO to my preferences. I drag a small text window or my paper doll to the side. These windows are called gumps. To move them, you need to double tap and hold. I adjust the game window my character's environment using the blue dot at the bottom right corner. I also move and resize windows by dragging their edges. I do this to make space for future macro buttons, which will help me interact with the environment by performing actions like mining or attacking creatures for resources. It is important to know that you can drag these gumps containers, paper doll windows, etc. on and off the screen. When you move them aside, they will snap to the edge so you can easily bring them back later. I open the world map and resize it to fit my needs. If you manage to complete all these steps without getting frustrated, it proves you'll be able to handle the challenges that MobileUO presents as an app. You can also click the top right drop-down menu to configure some important settings. For example, I set the view scale to 1.25 on my phone. Depending on your device, you may want to zoom in or out. One of the most important settings I recommend is enabling fine container item selection. This makes it much easier to interact with small items. Fat fingers, beware. You can also customize the left joystick easily. Show modifier key button will let us use the Ctrl Shift key that help us with management in the future. Now that we are ready to move around, you will reach the gypsy tent. The potion shelf on the left allows you to choose a race. There are many advantages and a few downsides to playing a monster race, so I'll let you experiment with that on your own. This video is intended for MobileUO users who want to try the Roguelite mode on Memento. Before exploring further, you need to tap the darker space in the game window, which is the chat area. Here, you will enter the command avatar enable. A warning will inform you that your client will disconnect to apply the Roguelite feature to your character. Once you log back in, the avatar status will be applied. A useful tip when moving gumps these small windows, you can close them by tapping anywhere else on the screen with a second finger. After reconnecting, you will appear again in the same jungle. Run to the gypsy tent and enter the command avatar shop. This opens a new menu showing avatar options that can be purchased with coins earned during your gameplay. Since we are just starting, we have no coins yet, but it is still important to read and understand the available ascensions. Right now, our goal is to improve our chances of survival by choosing a template that boosts our stats and skills from the start. I personally like the Knight template because it provides solid stats and makes you more durable early on. Keep in mind that each time you apply a template, the previous one is removed. You cannot stack multiple templates. As tempting as it may be, you can only use one. Templates choice shuffle every time too. If you are new to Ultima Online, be aware that there's a lot to learn in terms of skills and mechanics. Reading the player guide is extremely helpful, even if you don't understand everything right away. Since we are jumping in confidently, we head into the gypsy's tent to choose our starting city. Single tap the gypsy, select talk, and select the Emperor, aka the city of Britain. Tap OK. Monster Race is a feature you must unlock using coins. At this point, you are committing to the Roguelite experience, but you can always create another character to play in normal mode. Many players have switched to Roguelite for the challenge and replayability, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with playing the standard mode. You are now in Britain. Hooray!
I now click on my backpack, and you'll notice the container is smaller by default. To fix this, go to the blue Options button, then open the Container tab and move the slider to the right. Make sure to check Scale items inside containers. Some players prefer having more space between items, but my phone screen is quite small. Now I can move these bags around. These bags contain items related to the template I previously selected. The round, shield-like item is shortcut to the avatar shop. It's useful if you want to access the shop without typing the command every time. Now, I will run to the Bank of Britain and show you where you can deposit your items. As an avatar, these items will stay in your bank until you die. There are also some settings in new that improve the experience for mobile users. For example, Always Run is very useful. The Unless Hidden option means you won't reveal yourself while in stealth mode, which is very convenient. Auto-open door is a must-have. It saves you from having to constantly tap on doors, you can just walk through them. I also recommend enabling auto-open corpse since we'll be fighting enemies and animals frequently. Personally, I like to hide roofs, vegetation, and trees so I can see more clearly while exploring. Now, let's walk into the bank and see how to deposit items. This bank layout is the same in every town. Every bank entrance takes you to the same interface. Next, we'll enable the nameplates by turning on the Craft and Shift modifier keys. Nameplates are clickable gumps that are extremely useful. They essentially highlight objects that are often interactive. For example, you can tap the gypsy's nameplate instead of trying to tap the small character directly. Unfortunately, you cannot move nameplates around. The red menu allows you to filter which nameplates are visible. To access your bank vault, you can either type bank in the chat or click on the bank vault nameplate. At one point, I had to edit a file named container.tsts, which controls the size of the bank vault gump. The vault may appear very large, but only the top left quarter is actually usable for storing items. Fixing this only requires changing a few values in a text file located in the game folder. There is also a donation chest that may contain some useful freebies for new players. Just keep in mind that it will decay after a while. Another very useful setting is the zoom in and zoom out option. Go to the video tab and enable mouse wheel zoom for in-game scaling. There will be times when you need more precise control for tapping, and zooming in can help with that. Zooming out, on the other hand, gives you better visibility and can help you avoid dangerous situations or enemies. To use the zoom, you can pinch the screen just like you would when zooming in or out on a picture on your phone. In the next video, I will show you a few useful macros that will ease our gameplay by a huge margin. Stay tuned.